Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Turning up the heat, Metro Detroit about to get hit with some hot and humid weather this weekend. In fact, the weather tops our news here at noon. Brian joins us now with more on what we're expecting.
Yeah, Sandra, it's going to be much more humid, not only today, but into the entire weekend. Don't think we'll crack the 90-degree mark today, though. Tomorrow and Sunday, a whole different ball game. I am expecting 90 degrees or better for everyone. Some good news this morning, that fog has lifted across the region. We're going to be seeing that fog. There we go. Fog will be lifting. It's going to get like sunshine here in a minute. Sandra? Okay, let's see if this works here. Maybe.
All right. Okay. Well, it sounds like, Brian, we might be having a little trouble hearing you. So we're going to come back to you here in a minute. Let's go ahead and talk about jobs right now. A big economic development. The U.S. saw a strong jobs report. Employers added 528,000 jobs in July. Also, the unemployment rate falls to 3.5%. Jay Gray joins us now with more on what's coming next.
And, you know, after weeks of backroom lobbying and partisan bickering, Senate Democrats have cleared a path for legislation they say can provide some much-needed relief from record inflation. A surprising showing for job growth in July, surpassing analyst expectations. 528,000 jobs added last month, with the unemployment rate edging down to 3.5%. And overnight, a deal was reached on the Inflation Reduction Act.
It's what the American people want. It's what the country so desperately needs.
Majority Leader Chuck Schumer announcing overnight the measure now has the full support of Senate Democrats. The lone holdout, Arizona Senator Kyrsten Sinema, agreeing to back the legislation after a carried interest tax provision she opposed was dropped from the bill. Democrats say it will provide funding to fight climate change, lower prescription drug costs, and provide desperately needed relief for families dealing with the highest consumer prices in the last 40 years.
Americans don't want Democrats to regulate us into an even deeper recession.
Republicans have bashed the measure, saying it's bad for business, working Americans, and will drive inflation even higher. A frightening thought for families struggling to make ends meet.
I'm not able to spend more time with my kids because I have to be working more hours, to provide them what they need.
The revised bill will face a procedural vote, and a final vote could come as early as next week. President Biden celebrating the progress, released a written statement overnight. It says we've taken another critical step toward reducing inflation and the cost of living for America's families. Jay Gray, NBC News, Washington.
All right, Jay, now let's go ahead and go back to our top story here at noon. And we are talking about the weather, hot and humid this weekend, Brian.
Yeah, that's right. We got it fixed now, everyone. Definitely going to be hot and humid heading into the weekend. That fog, though, the big story this morning, gradually lifting. We can actually see the skyline here on Tower Cam from Windsor across the river into downtown Detroit. That sunshine also warming us up very quickly heading into lunchtime. 79 here in Detroit, 77 in Howell, already 80 in Pontiac, 81 working into Adrian. We're going to warm things up very quickly heading into the mid, possibly some upper 80s this afternoon thanks to that sunshine. Good news, visibilities are up for most everyone. Ann Arbor, you're the exception, still holding on to some of that fog here early this morning. As we head throughout the rest of the day, I'm expecting mid 80s this afternoon, but it comes with an isolated shower as well. We'll talk more about thunderstorm chances and that weekend heat and humidity here in a couple minutes, though. But definitely grab the umbrella. It's going to be possibly a wet one heading through this afternoon and into this evening. Much more coming up in just a few minutes. Sandra.
All right. Thank you, Brian. A jail inmate who escaped from a prisoner transport in East Point is back in custody at this hour. Devontae Moore, who was being held on charges of domestic violence and fleeing and eluding, got away Monday night while still in handcuffs. He's been arrested in Livingston County along with two family members who may have been harboring him. Grant Herms joins us now live with the details. Grant, what can you tell us?
Well, Sandra, we were initially told that Moore was supposed to be here at the 38th District Court in Macomb County sometime today, but so far we have not been able to get anybody at the court to confirm that for us. What we do know is that he has a pretty long criminal history, especially for somebody who is just 18 years old. Let's talk about what happened earlier this week, though. Over the weekend, Moore was being held after that alleged domestic assault and eluding police in a separate incident, but officials say he escaped from a transport van while still in handcuffs on Monday. After a few days of searching, police were able to find him in Livingston County and bring him back into custody. We also took a look at his court history today, and it is lengthy. Some of his cases go back to when he was 16 and include fighting at school, having a concealed weapon at school, fleeing from police, and of course that domestic assault. Most of those cases, while they still have court dates on the docket set in the future, have appeared to be disposed of under court rules. The two left pending as of this afternoon are those most recent incidents, including escaping while awaiting trial and resisting arrest, along with disorderly and domestic assault, which is why he was going to court earlier this week in the first place. Now, a little later on this afternoon, we are hoping to get answers from East Point Police here about how somebody with a history of running from police could escape their custody while in transport to court while they were handcuffed inside a transport van. Again, we are hoping to learn more as well, whether more will be in court sometime this afternoon. From East Point, Grant Herms, Local 4.
Yeah, still so many questions. All right, thank you, Grant. In Southfield, police are searching for a missing 16-year-old woman, Maya Houston. Police say she was last seen leaving the Red Roof Inn right around midnight. Maya was wearing a gray hoodie, black biker shorts, and turquoise Crocs at the time. She's about 5 feet tall, and her family says she weighs about 115 pounds. In Detroit, police need your help finding a missing woman with schizophrenia. Take a look at this picture here. This is 33-year-old Tasha O'Connor. Investigators say she was last seen on June 7th at Eastern Market. At the time, she was wearing a black shirt, orange capri pants, brown shoes, and a red hat. She's 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighs about 190 pounds. This morning, China announced they are cutting off the United States in several key areas, including military communications and crime prevention. This announcement comes after Speaker Nancy Pelosi's controversial stop in Taiwan during her trip to Asia. The U.S. government assured China Pelosi's visit signaled no changes to the United States policies toward Taiwan and China. However, Chinese leaders strongly oppose the move and say they will now stop communication with leaders of the Chinese and U.S. militaries. Meanwhile, House Speaker Pelosi met with Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida today. Pelosi said China will not isolate Taiwan by preventing U.S. officials from traveling there.
As you see, the Chinese made their strikes, probably using our visit as an excuse. Let me close by saying this. The Chinese have tried to isolate Taiwan, keeping them most recently from the World Health Organization by not even letting their participation be on the agenda of the World Health Agency, whatever that makes these determinations.
Earlier stops in her tour included Singapore, Malaysia, and South Korea. The federal government declaring a public health emergency over the monkeypox outbreak today. The move will free up money and other resources to fight the virus. Symptoms include fever, body aches, fatigue, and pimple-like bumps. The virus does spread through skin-to-skin contact and has already infected more than 6,600 people across the country, including 66 right here in Michigan. 2-dose vaccines are being given to people soon after being exposed. Infectious disease experts say this decision they feel gets the wheels in motion to respond if the virus outbreak does in fact become an epidemic. New COVID boosters may be coming sooner than we all expected. Both Moderna and Pfizer have now signed contracts to deliver doses of an updated booster this fall. That means it'll stimulate immunity to the original strain of COVID, in addition to the newest Omicron subvariants that we've been telling you about, BA4 and 5. The original timeline for production and delivery would have had them out later in the fall, but it has now been announced they could be available as early as September, assuming the FDA does sign off on them. We continue to keep an eye on gas prices here across the state, and the average price for a gallon of gas in Michigan is $4.08. Right now, Detroit drivers are paying around $4.05. Yesterday, the average price for gas in Metro Detroit was $4.08. Next week, police in several communities are going to increase bike patrols. It's all part of a national effort to try to decrease bicycle-involved crashes. Patrols will increase in Detroit, Warren, Ann Arbor, Lansing, and Kalamazoo. We've posted bike riding safety tips for you on our website, clickondetroit.com. Still ahead here at noon, a tragic update to a lightning strike near the White House. What we're learning today about a couple who died after being struck.